I welcome you all to this statistics class. I'm Ms. Vandana Gupta, Assistant Professor of Mathematics. So we are doing correlation analysis, which is the part of Unit 3 of Section 2 Statistics, that is bivariate linear correlation and regression. So in this correlation analysis, we have completed Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Today we are going to learn about rank correlation coefficient. Now, you know that I'll just give you a brief introduction that there are certain qualities which cannot be expressed in the form of numbers. They are called as attributes. Okay. So the rank correlation coefficient is all about such type of things which cannot be expressed in the form of number. So what we do, we give the ranking and the rank given by two persons, how far they agree. That is called as the rank correlation coefficient. And it is given by the statistician Spearman. So that is why the name is given as Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So there are certain characteristics which are qualitative in nature. You know that there are certain things which are quantitative, certain things which are qualitative. Quantitative is which can be expressed in the form of number. For example, weight of a person. Weight of a person you can write in the form of number. But if I ask you the beauty of the person, that cannot be numbered, right? So that is the quality of the person. So beauty, smartness, cruelty. Okay, so these are the qualities of the person. So they are attributes. So there are certain characteristics which are qualitative in nature. That is, they cannot be measured numerically. For example, beauty, intelligence, smartness, cruelty, etc. So we can rank the individuals in order according to our own judgment. How cruel a person is, the ranking can be given. How beautiful a person is, the ranks can be given. Suppose there are 5 people and you want to give the ranking according to your own judgment, you can give the ranking to these 5 people regarding the beauty or regarding the kindness. Okay. So if two judges rank a given group of individuals, then to find how far the two judges agree with each other, the technique of rank correlation can be used. This is given by Spearman. So it is called as Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. The formula for Spearman's rank correlation coefficient is given by R equal to 1 minus 6 into summation of d square divided by n into n square minus 1. Here, to distinguish between Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation and Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, we are denoting Spearman's rank correlation coefficient by capital R. Karl Pearson's we were denoting by small r, correct? So this we are denoting by capital R. And it is given by 1 minus 6 into summation d square divided by n into n square minus 1. As usual, what is n? It is the total number of observations given in your data. D is what? D represents difference between ranks. That is, if there are two judges, what is the rank given by the first judge and the rank given by the second judge to the same contestant or the same participant? Their difference is what is D. Okay, so D is difference between the ranks. D is mod of R1 minus R2, where what is R1 and R2? These are the rank assigned to the for the different characteristics. Okay. Now see here, I'm writing here D as R1, R2, R1 minus R2, and I'm writing it in between these two lines, which is called as a mod. Okay, so this is mod. You read it as mod of R1 minus R2. You know what is mod? Mod means the absolute value. It is called mod of R1 minus R2. It is written as in between two state lines. Mod means it takes only the absolute value, not the sign. Okay. So for example, if I ask you what is the difference between 2 and 5, if you take 2 minus 5, it will give you minus 3. But when I'm talking about the difference between 2 and 5, I will not say the difference is minus 3. I will say it is 3. So we always take difference between 2 and 5. We write it as this. So mod of minus 3, which is 3. Okay. That is why I have written difference means always should be positive. So mod of R1 minus R2. Okay. Now look at here. Suppose there are 5 contestants. I'm just giving you an example. Suppose there are 5 contestants and there are 2 judges who have given the ranking to these 5 contestants for some dance competition. Okay. Suppose there are 5 uh, contestants. They are A, B, C, D, and E. And the judges are giving rank. The first judge is giving the rank R1. Second is also giving the rank as R. Second rank given by the rank. Second judge is giving the rank which we are denoting by R2. So suppose both the judges, they are completely in agreement of each other. Meaning what? Suppose the rank given by the first judge, which I'm denoting by R1, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is giving the contestant number A rank 1, contestant number B rank 2, and so on 3, 4, 5. And suppose the judge number 2 he is also giving the same rank to all these participants. That means their judgment is totally agreeing. Okay, same. In that case, if I ask you, what is the difference between the uh, ranks? So look at here, R1 minus R2 is 0. Here also it is 0. Here also it is 0. Here also it is 0. And here also it is 0. Both the judges are giving the same rank. So the difference between the rank is 0. What about D square? D square will also be 0. Okay. So what is the sum of D square? Sum of D square, if you add these columns, you will get 0. Okay. And if you put it here in the formula, summation D square will become 0. So what is your capital R? It will be 1 minus 6 into 0 divided by n can be anything. Here in this problem it is 5, but let it be anything. This, because of this 0, the numerator will become 0, and so the whole this becomes 0. So 1 minus 0, and so the answer will be 1. So in that case, the value of capital R will be 1. Okay, so what we have observed here, if both the judges, they agree in ranking, means the rank given by the first judge and the second judge is same, then D will be 0. The difference will be 0. So D square will be 0. So the sum will be 0. And so this entire thing will be 0. So R will be 1 minus 0. So R, the value of R will be 1. And whenever the value of capital R or the coefficient of correlation is 1, we say that there is a perfect positive correlation. So that means the two judges have perfect positive correlation in the ranking. So the judges are in complete agreement to each other. Okay. Look at here. If the two judges are totally disagree, I mean their judgment is exactly opposite to each other. In that case, what happens? So what is the meaning of that? If the two judges are totally in disagreement to each other, that means if a participant is given the first rank by judge number 1, the second judge is giving him the last rank. They are totally in disagreement to each other. Let us see in such case what will be the value of R. I'm giving you for a simple small example where there are 5 contestants. So suppose there are contestants are 5, contestant name, you can say contestant name. So A, B, C, D, E. Suppose the rank given by judge number 1, which I'm calling it as R1, he is giving this rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the rank given by the second judge is totally opposite. So if he is giving the first rank to A, the judge number 2 is giving last rank to him. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exactly opposite. In this case, what will be the D? D means the difference of the judges, difference of the rank. So 1 and 5, the difference is 4. 2 and 4, the difference is 2. 3 and 3, difference is 0. 4 and 2, difference is 2. 5 and 1, difference is 4. See the same difference here, 4, 4, 2, 2, 0. Difference will be same. What about D square? If you take the square, you will get 4 square is 16, 2 square is 4, 0, 4 and 16. And when you take the sum of D square, summation of D square, sum of this, so 16 plus 4, 20 plus 4, 24 plus 16, 40. So summation D square will be 40. Okay, now you put this value in this formula. So what will be the value of capital R? 1 minus 6 into this summation D square is 40 divided by n into n square minus 1. N is 5. N means total number of participants. So that is 5 into 5 square minus 1. That is 25 minus 1. That is 24. Okay, now you can simplify this. 5 8 ja 40, 8 3 ja 24 and 3 2 ja 6. So you will get 1 minus 2. That is minus 1. So when they are totally in disagreement to each other, this thing will give you the answer as 2. So 1 minus 2 will give you minus 1. So R will be minus 1 in that case. Okay, so there is a perfect negative correlation between the ranks given by the two judges. If they are totally in disagreement to each other, where the first number judge is giving first rank to A, but the second judge is giving last rank to A. See here, he is giving fifth rank to E and he is giving first rank to E. So they are completely in disagreement to each other. And in such a case, capital R will be minus 1. And you know that the value of R will always be between minus 1 and plus 1. So if it is plus 1, they are totally in agreement to each other and there is a perfect positive correlation. If capital R is minus 1, then like see in this example, they will be totally in disagreement to each other. And so it is called as that there is a perfect negative correlation. And otherwise the value will be, if between minus 1 and 1, then there is some kind of correlation between the two ranks. So that is what I have just explained you. I have written here in the form of note. So the first note is that the capital R is always lying between minus 1 and plus 1. Always. Okay? When all the ranks are the same, that is the two ranks are in complete agreement with each other, in that case R will be 1. Because all the values of D square will be 0. That's now we saw. And so there is a perfect positive correlation in this case. Similarly, the second note, when the ranks are exactly opposite, which is what we saw here. Here, exactly opposite. So when the ranks are exactly opposite, that is the ranks in one are in the reverse order of the other, then R will be minus 1. And here we say that the correlation is perfect negative. Okay. Now we will take some exercise. So the first question, the following data gives the ranks assigned to 8 workers by 2 different supervisors. Find Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Look at here. In this problem, there are 8 workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So first column is worker number. Second column is rank by supervisor 1. There are 2 supervisors and these supervisors are giving the ranking to these 8 workers according to their own judgment. Okay. So rank given by supervisor 1, we call it as R1. Rank given by supervisor number 2, we call it as R2. Look at how the ranking is given by supervisor number 1. There are 8 workers, so he has to allot 8 ranks from 1 to 8. He is giving first rank to the worker number 4. He is giving second rank to worker number 5. He is giving third rank to worker number 1. So he has his own way to give the ranking. Fourth rank he is giving to worker number 8. Fifth rank to worker number 2. Sixth rank to worker number 7. And seventh rank to worker number 3. Eighth rank to worker number 6. So he has given rank 1 to 8 to these workers. Look at how the rank is given by the supervisor number 2. Supervisor number 2 is giving first rank to worker number 2. He is giving second rank to worker number 1. He is giving third rank to worker number 7. Fourth rank to worker number 3. Fifth rank to worker number 4. Sixth rank to worker number 6. Seventh rank to worker number 5. And eighth rank to worker number 5. Has his own way to give the ranking. So both the supervisors have given the ranking as per their own judgment. We have to find out how far their judgment agree to each other or match. Okay, so that we can do by using Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So first of all, we'll write down the formula. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient is given by capital R equal to 1 minus 6 into summation d square divided by n into n square minus 1. So first we have to, what we need in this formula is the value of d square, I mean the sum of d square, and n. So n we know, there are how many workers? 8. So here n is equal to 8. In this problem, here n is equal to 8. What we have to find out is now d square and the sum of d square. So let us calculate the difference. 3 and 2, the difference is 1. 5 and 1, the difference is 4. 7 and 4, 7 minus 4, that is 3. 1 and 5, the difference is 4. 1 minus 5 is 4, but we take the positive, so 4. 2 and 7, difference is 5. That is why I have written here in mod. 8 and 6, 2. 6 and 3, 3. And 4 and 8, 4. Okay. So we have written the differences of each of these ranks. 3 minus 2, 1. 5 minus 1, 4. 7 minus 4, 3. 1 minus 5, the difference is 4. 2 and 7, the difference is 5. 8 and 6, the difference is 2. 6 and 3, 3. And 4 and 8, 4. Then what we have to do is take the square of these differences. So 1 square is 1. 4 square is 16. 3 square is 9. 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 4 square is 16. Okay. Then what we need is summation of d square. Okay. What we have to do is we have to take the sum of the last column. So it is 1 plus 16 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16, which is equal to 96. So sum of d square is 96. So we can put the values here. So it is 1 minus 6 into summation d square is 96 divided by n is 8. 8 square minus 1. Just put the values in the formula. So you will get 1 minus 6 into 96 gives you 576 divided by 8 into 8 square minus 1. 8 square is 64. 64 minus 1 is 63, which can be written as 1 minus 576 divided by 8 into 63. 8 into 63, that gives you 504. Now you have to simplify this. So how will you simplify? First you have to do this and then subtract from 1. So 576 divided by 504, that is giving you 1.1428. Okay. Or you can say 1.1, 1 minus 1. Okay, it's okay. Doesn't matter. So now you subtract from 1 to 1 minus 1.1428. It will give you minus 0.1428. So here the value of capital R is minus 0.1414. You can take up to 2 decimal places. So this is the answer. Now here the value of capital R is coming negative, which shows that there is a negative correlation between the rankings given by the two judges. Okay, that means they are not completely agreeing to each other, but it's not a perfect negative correlation. The it is minus, but not very close to -1. The answer for rank correlation coefficient here comes out to be minus 0.14. I hope you have understood this. Now see, sometimes what happens, instead of the ranks, the judges gives the marks. So in that case, to find out the rank correlation coefficient, you have to convert the marks into the rank. Okay, here there were 8 workers and the 8 ranks were given, first 1 to 8. Sometimes instead of rank, marks are given, so you will give the ranking. So we will see a problem of that kind. So I'll take the next problem now. So exercise number 2, find Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Okay. Now here there are 8 participants in a competition, say a mono act competition, and the participant are, there are 7 participants. Okay, so participants number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are 7 participants, and the judges are giving marks. So marks by Judge A, Judge A, and in the second column we write marks given by Judge B. Okay, see how the Judge A has given the marks. He has given 15 marks to participant number 1, 11 marks to participant number 2, 7 marks to participant number 3, 9 marks to participant number 4, 8 marks to participant number 5, 5 marks to participant number 6, and 13 marks to participant number 7. Okay. Judge B has given marks as 12, 10, 5, 7, 6, 4, and 9. Look at here. There are 7 participants and the judges have not given the rank. They have given the marks. Okay. So these are the marks given by Judge A and these are the marks given by Judge B. So in this case, where the actual marks are given, we will have to convert the marks into the rank. So we will make the column for R1, make the column for R2. What is R1 and R2? R1 will be the rank given by the Judge A. So we will look at this column and we will give the ranking. We'll convert the marks into rank. So look at where he's get where the maximum mark is given. Maximum mark is 15 and it is given to participant number 1. So that means participant number 1 has been allotted the rank 1. Okay. After 15, the next is 13. So participant number 7 is given the rank 2. After 13, 15, 11. So participant number 2 is given the third rank. After 11, 9. That is given to fourth number participant. And the rank is also 4. 9, after 9, 8. So here 5th rank. Then 7. Here 6th rank. And then 5, 7th rank. So in this way, all the marks are converted to rank. There are 7 participants. So 1 to 7 rank you have to give. Okay. I repeat once again. Look at the maximum mark here. It is 15. So it will be converted to the rank 1. After 15, 13. So this is rank 2. Then after 13, 11. So rank 3. Then after 11, 9. So rank 4. Then 8. So rank 5. Then 7, rank 6. And then 5, rank 7. What we did for to calculate R1, same we will do to calculate R2. Look at the marks given by Judge B. Convert these marks into rank. So where maximum mark is given, maximum mark is 12 given to the participant number 1. So participant number 1 will get the first rank. After that 10. So second rank is given to participant number 2. After that 9. So third rank here. Then fourth rank here 7. Fifth rank here. Sixth here 5. Then seventh rank here. Okay. Once again, you have to convert the marks given by Judge B into the ranks. We call that column as R2. Maximum mark is 12 given to the participant number 1. So we will give first rank to participant number 1. After that 10, so second rank. After that 9, so third rank. After 9, 7, so fourth rank. Then 6, so fifth rank. Then 5, sixth rank. And then last one 4 given 7th rank. So in this way, we have completed the ranks. Then we have to find out D. D is what? It is difference between the ranks given by the two judges. And then finally, we have to find out D square. Okay. Here, look at here. Both the ranks are same, R1, R2. So the difference is 0. 3 and 2, 1. 6 and 6, 0. 4 and 4, 0. Difference. 5 and 5, 0. 7 minus 7, 0. 2 minus 3, it is minus 1, but the difference will be 1. Then D square. So 0 square is 0. 1 square is 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1 square is 1. So what is summation of D square? Sum of this column. Everywhere it is 0, 0 except for two places. 1 plus 1, that is 2. So summation D square is 2. Okay. Now we have to apply the formula. So what is our rank correlation coefficient? The formula is capital R is equal to 1 minus 6 into summation D square divided by n into n square minus 1. Okay. So it is 1 minus 6 into summation D square we got as 2, right? Here summation D square is 2. N is 7, no? Yeah, here 7 participants, so n is 7. 7 into 7 square minus 1. Okay, calculate this. 1 minus 6 into 2 is 12. 7 into 7 square is 49 minus 1, that is 48. Okay, so 1 minus 12 upon 7 into 48. You have to simplify that. It is 336. What is 12 divided by 336? It is 0.357. So 1 minus 0.357 will give you 0. Wait a minute, I think somewhere we are wrong. Let me just see where. It is okay. N is 7, no? Correct. 6 into 2, that is okay. Correct. So So 12 divided by 336 is 0.0357 minus 1 will give you 0.964. Okay, you are getting this. 0.03 it is. That is why I was wondering why I'm not getting the correct answer. Wait a minute, this is wrong. Okay, so it is 0.037. Okay, so 0.9643, the fifth answer. Okay, so what is the value of capital R here? It is 0.96. You can take up to 2 decimal places. You can see here the value of capital R is positive and it is very close to 1. Look at here, 96 means almost it is 1. Okay, and so there is a positive correlation, which is not perfect positive, but still the two judges are, if not completely in agreement to each other, but in majority of the cases they are in agreement to each other, which can be seen here. See, both the judges giving the same rank. See here, first one 6 6 4 4 5 5 7 7, except at 2 places. Okay, and therefore the value of capital R was coming very close to 1. Okay, so here today we have solved two types of problems. In one of the problem, the ranks were assigned. Here, the ranks were assigned. When the ranks are assigned, directly you can take the difference and find out d square, summation d square, and put it in the formula. In the next problem, instead of rank, the marks were assigned. Correct? Here, marks were given. So you have converted the marks into the rank. And then the same procedure. Now, next time we will see if the marks are, two people have got the same marks. So in that case, how the ranking will be given? See, in this problem, all the marks were different. But what if two people are getting the same mark? For example, 11, it is given to worker participant number 2 as well as say for participant number 7. Both are given the same marks. In that case, how will you give the ranking? So that is called the calculation of rank correlation coefficient when the ranks are repeated. Okay, so that we will see tomorrow. In that case, the problem, the formula will slightly change. We will have to find out the correction factor. Okay, so we will see that in the next class. So thank you so much.